Okay, let's dive right into this explainer by tackling a problem literally every single one of us has faced. You know the feeling. You're reading a book, maybe a set of complex instructions, and you get to the very bottom of the page only to suddenly realize, wait, I have absolutely no idea what I just read. Your eyes were moving, sure, but your brain? Completely checked out. It is so frustrating, right? Well, today, we're going to fix that. We're going to master the art of reading recovery by building you a personal fix-up tool belt. And to do that, I want to frame our whole conversation around Proverbs 1:5, which says, "Let the wise listen and add to their learning." Notice what that doesn't say. It doesn't say the wise person already knows it all or that they never get confused. Catching our mistakes and learning how to fix them isn't some sort of punishment. It's actually an active pursuit of wisdom. Being a strong reader literally means being a wise learner who listens, adapts, and just keeps adding to their skills. So here is our quick roadmap for today. 1. When comprehension breaks down. 2. Your fix-up tool belt. 3. 5 essential fix-up tools. 4. Strategies in action. 5. Test your knowledge. And finally, 6. True wisdom and peace. Let's get right into it. All right, Section 1. When comprehension breaks down. I want to just normalize this struggle right off the bat. Everyone, and I mean everyone, gets confused while reading sometimes. But here's the real secret. The difference between a strong reader and a struggling reader is not that the strong reader never gets stuck. It's that they know exactly how to fix it. A struggling reader hits a wall, gets frustrated, and just gives up. But a strong reader, they recognize the confusion, pull out a strategy to smash through that wall, and keep moving forward. Which brings us to Section 2, your fix-up tool belt. Think about it like this. You wouldn't try to build an entire house using nothing but a hammer, right? You need different tools for different jobs. Reading works the exact same way. Fix-up strategies are basically your mental tools. They help you recover when your comprehension completely breaks down, turning all that frustration into real progress. And listen, this isn't just for school. You're going to use these life skills whenever you're staring at confusing furniture instructions or trying to make sense of a complicated contract. Okay, Section 3. 5 essential fix-up tools. Let's rapid fire through your new secret weapons. Tool number 1, rereading the confusing section. Sometimes you really just need a second pass. Tool number 2, looking up unfamiliar words. Never skip a word you don't know, because it might be the key to the entire sentence. Tool number 3, asking questions about the text. Why did that happen? What does this mean? Keep your brain active. Tool number 4, summarizing what you've read so far. Just pause and explain it to yourself. And tool number 5, reading aloud to catch details. Hearing the words spoken out loud can totally change how your brain processes them. Moving on to Section 4, strategies in action. Now, it's one thing to know you have these tools, but how do they actually rescue you in the real world? Let's look at 3 quick scenarios. Scenario 1, you're reading science and hit the word photosynthesis, and you're totally lost. You pull out the vocabulary lookup tool, check the glossary, and boom, instant clarity. Scenario 2, you're stuck in a really dense, muddy history paragraph. You pull out the summarizing tool, pause, put it in your own words, and suddenly it makes sense. Scenario 3, you're reading a novel but totally missing how the characters connect. You switch to the read aloud tool, and just hearing the words catches those tiny details you completely glossed over. The key takeaway here is choosing the right tool for the job. Sometimes a quick reread is literally all it takes. Other times, you might need to slow down, break that text into much smaller chunks, look up a word, and then read it out loud. Combining your strategies is always a super smart move. All right, Section 5, test your knowledge. Time for a rapid-fire review to see if these tools are locked in your memory. Question 1, why are fix-up strategies so absolutely crucial? Think about it. It's because they are the exact things that turn your frustration into forward progress. They stop you from throwing in the towel when things get tough. Question 2. Name 2 fix-up strategies you can use. Well, I just gave you 5. Actually, scratch that. If you just mentally grabbed rereading or asking questions out of your new tool belt, you're already doing great. Question 3. How does summarizing help with comprehension? Remember that dense paragraph example we just talked about? When you force yourself to restate things in your own words, you force your brain to clarify the actual meaning. Question 4. When might reading aloud be useful? This is your ultimate tool for when your eyes are just totally glazing over the page. Speaking the text out loud helps you catch those sneaky missing connections. And question 5. Why should you choose your strategy based on the situation? Like we said, you wouldn't use a hammer on a screw. Every reading roadblock is different, so every roadblock needs the right tool. Finally, Section 6, True Wisdom and Peace. Let's slow things down a bit here at the end and look at the ultimate why behind the HeroesMart Academy Godly Learners series philosophy. We've spent this whole explainer giving you tools to be a smarter, stronger reader. But honestly, what is the point of being incredibly smart if you just use that intellect to make bad choices that hurt yourself or other people? Education without a moral compass is ultimately just going to hurt. And that brings us to an incredible promise in Romans 8:6-7. It promises true peace of mind to everyone who keeps their mind spiritual. When we intertwine biblical morality with our education, we aren't just gaining facts and reading strategies. We are gaining real peace. Engaging with learning through a spiritually focused mind doesn't just bring academic success, it brings a deep, lasting peace of mind. So I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. You now have the fix-up tools in your belt to be a much stronger reader. But the bigger question is this: will you use your education just to be smart, or will you use it to build a life full of moral wisdom, good choices, and true peace? The tools are yours. Now it's completely up to you how you build with them.